Trump is the GOAT. And if you don't know what GOAT stands for, it's an acronym. It just means greatest of all time. Because, you know, obviously you guys have heard about the Biden comments that he decided to make. And if you haven't, here's a little refresher on exactly what he said. Check it out.
Or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
Yeah, so you heard Biden call all of us Trump supporters garbage. And, you know, Trump responded with this because, of course, he's a legend. I mean, the guy is smart. And I said this last year when he first announced, or towards the beginning of his campaign, and the video's still up on the channel to prove it. I said, this is Trump 2.0. This isn't the same Trump from 2016. This is a different guy. And he had to be. If Trump was the same as 2016, he would be losing pretty badly right now. It just is what it is. That's just the fact. Like it, love it, or hate it, he would probably be losing pretty badly right now. But this is a new Trump. This is a Trump who has seen what it's like to be in the White House. He knows the ins and outs of politics and everything. It's not like, you know, he's fresh like he was in 2016, which was interesting to hear him talk about that, where he was like, it was like surreal. Like, it was like, whoa, like I'm actually in the White House and I'm the president, you know, which had to seriously be serene. I could only imagine, you know, you running for president and not truly expecting to win, but then you actually do. And it's like, whoa, I'm here, you know. But this is what Trump did. Trump had a garbage truck. Yeah, I love it. Guy's a legend. Check it out.
Guys, full camera, full camera.
Right here, keep commenting. Right.
Further than Trump. You said the other day that our or the military could be used on election day. Can you be more specific about what that would look like?
Any questions?
Sir, RFK Jr. said that you promised to control the public health agencies if you were to win. Is that accurate?
I can't. You have to speak loud.
Sir, RFK Jr. said that you promised to control the public health agencies if you were to win. Is that true? Is that accurate?
Well, we'll work with him, and he's a very talented guy. He wants women's health. He wants health for people, and we're going to work with him. He's a very, very talented guy. He's a friend of mine.
President Trump,
you
you
know
said
that Elon Musk was
the other day from the Democrats going out fire.
I think the Democrats have done a very poor job. We're leading in every state. We're leading big, and I think that the comment made by really both of them, because there are really two of them, about being garbage, maybe 250 million people, they shouldn't be talking. That's like deplorable for Hillary. This is the deplorable for Hillary. And I think this is worse, actually. For Joe Biden to make that statement, it's really a disgrace.
President Trump, you said the other day that the military, that the military could be used, that the military or the National Guard could be used on election day if necessary. Can you explain what you mean by that in the details?
I don't think they'll have to be used. I think we're going to have a big victory. And I think 250 million people in this country are going to be very happy because we're going to bring the country back. We're a nation in decline, very, very serious decline. And we're going to bring our country back.
Did you know that Elon Musk was in close contact with President Bush? Did you know about this? Did you know about Elon Musk calls and close communication
No, I
with
don't
President
know. Elon is a great guy. He's one of our geniuses, and we have to protect our geniuses. We have to take care of our
Mr.
geniuses.
President, there's a
There
report
aren't
that
too
you...
many of them. Yes, please. I love Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico loves me. I don't know anything about a comedian. I love Puerto Rico. Nobody's done more for Puerto Rico than me. I took care of them when they had the big hurricanes, and nobody gets along better with Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people than me. They love me, and I love them. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not going to show you guys the entire thing because it's like a whole nother 4 minutes of him taking questions from the garbage truck. But isn't that absolutely genius? Genius. I'm going to see if I can find another, another image of that, because him He painted it, which is absolutely hilarious. Goodness gracious. Now this thing doesn't want to work. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. He painted the side of it, as you can see there, with the Trump Make America Great Again 2024. You got to love it. You got to love it. Absolutely love it. But also, you know, of course, Vivek is a very smart individual. He did the same thing, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. They should just roll up everywhere until Election Day in garbage trucks.
Of honors in the building, but y'all, let's make some noise when Vivek comes in here. Thank y'all for being here, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I'm gonna mute that because there's music playing. But you see that there, Vivek Ramaswamy coming off the dump truck, or the garbage truck, not a dump truck. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, there's still music playing. Goodness gracious. But yeah, smart guys. Smart guys. And, you know, this is the thing. How could you not want these types of folks to be running the country? Guys who are very strategic with... Like, to pull up in the garbage truck after Joe Biden called all of your supporters trash or garbage. That is genius. That is genius. And I'll tell you why it's genius. Because the media narrative, or the media, left-wing media, was completely focused on some comedian's comments, and they were trying to pin it on Trump. Well, Joe Biden obviously took that focus off of that, okay? And now Trump is putting more of a spotlight on it. So like they can't just immediately pivot off of it, which I showed you guys a clip yesterday with, I believe his name was Bakari, who said that Joe Biden saying that Trump supporters are trash is a nothing burger. Like, it's a nothing burger, but a comedian making a comment is all of a sudden this big thing. It wasn't Trump that said it. It wasn't a Republican politician. This was a roast comedian who said something like that. It wasn't Trump, but that was big news. But the president of the United States, the leader of the Democrat Party, said that the other party's supporters are garbage, and that's a nothing burger? Interesting. Well, Trump pulling up in the garbage truck make sure that they can't just immediately pivot off of that story, because now they have to report on the garbage truck story, which puts even more focus back onto Joe Biden's comments. You love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Pure genius. Absolute pure genius. But I also want to show you guys this clip from Harry Enton and CNN because it's looking good, baby. Check it out.
Numbers. They have been gaining in party registration versus the Democrats in the swing states with party registration. We're talking Arizona. I think it's a 5-point. They've expanded their lead from 5 points from where it was back in 2020. How about Nevada? Big Republican registrations there. They like the early vote. How about North Carolina? Big Republican registration gains. How about Pennsylvania? We spoke about it before a few months ago. Big Republican party registration gains versus from where they were 4 years ago. So Republicans are putting more Republicans in the electorate. The Democratic number versus the Republican number has shrunk. And so the bottom line is, if Republicans win come next week, Donald Trump comes next week, the signs all along will have been obvious. We would look at the right direction being very low, Joe Biden's approval rating being very low, and Republicans really registering numbers. You can't say you weren't warned. Numbers. They have been gaining in party registration versus the Democrats in the swing states with.
So you heard that there. The registration gains are enormous. And I want to play you this clip from Frank Luntz, who obviously doesn't like Trump. I think that's clear. But he says something pretty interesting about what Joe Biden said.
His comments seemingly describing Trump supporters as, quote, garbage. The Harris campaign is trying to downplay the effect of those comments. Of course they are. But I wonder if you think that those comments are going to move voters.
It's going to be huge, because this is not some comedian saying something stupid and offensive at a rally where he should have been basically disinvited. This is the president of the United States endorsing his vice president saying something. And I know that there's different interpretations about what he said. It's still inappropriate. You still shouldn't be doing it. And I've watched Trump already seize this. The basket of deplorables was significant, was meaningful in 2016. In 2024, I can promise you that this is going to drive Trump turnout. He's doing it already. I can see, I'm sure there's going to be ads on as soon as tonight about this. This may be a turning point for those final 3%, and that's all it is, who still need to be persuaded.
Yeah, that's coming from Frank Luntz, who obviously doesn't like Trump. And I think he's right. You know, from all of the polling that I have been seeing, we're still in the lead currently. And now, I mean, that could only be bolstered even more by these comments. Do I believe that there's truly, from what I've been seeing, you know, for the most part, there's like 2%, maybe 3 tops that may still be undecided. Do I feel like people are truly undecided? No. I think you're leaning either way, right? You're not truly undecided. I don't think there's truly anybody who is left that could completely go either way. It's either you go to the right with Trump, or you go to the left for Kamala, or you go nothing. You just don't vote. That's what I believe. You guys can let me know your opinion on that in the comment section. But those people who were already leaning to the right for Trump, I feel like that just pushed them right on into the door. And possibly the people who were leaning left towards Kamala, that could push people to just not vote at all. You know, they just don't want to participate in that kind of stuff, right? So I do think it could make a difference. And man, do I hope for a landslide. I really do. Actually, I heard Chris Cuomo say that exact same thing, right? Because a landslide would, I think, completely shut the door on everything. And I saw a post that was showing that Trump could possibly take the popular vote, which is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, here we go. From JL Partners. This is a poll from JL Partners. So, former president could be in line for a shock win in the popular vote. Trump has done better at picking up support from independents and undecided voters in the final push, according to the data. Previous poll had Harris +1. This one has Trump +3 nationally. Trump +3 nationally. Now, this was only 1,000 likely voters, so, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but +3 nationally, Trump wins the popular. If Trump wins the popular vote, it's a landslide. It's a landslide. He's taken Nevada, Arizona, Georgia. North Carolina is still a little shaky for the reasons that I talked about. What was that? Whenever Helene had went through, I felt like that was intentional, and I made a whole video on it. And a lot of you actually agreed with that. I felt like that was intentional. That hurricane went through some red areas, and that response was very, very slow. And I don't think that was an accident. And I saw something today, actually, and I'll talk about it in another video, that's coming out of North Carolina that's very concerning as well. So my gut feeling is saying North Carolina is going to go blue for some terrible reasons. But all the other ones, right? Pennsylvania, Michigan, possibly Wisconsin, all go red. All go red with a Trump popular vote victory, minus North Carolina, right? Unfortunately. But, and I saw a poll where New Hampshire, we were within 1 point of winning New Hampshire. Let me see if I could find that one actually too. Maybe I didn't save it. Yeah, I don't think I did. But I saw a poll that was showing we are within 1 point in New Hampshire. So, I mean, granted, it's only 4 electoral college points, but I'll take it, right? I'll take it. I'll take that 4 and just pad the stats because, like I said, we need to completely shut the door on the establishment. And Trump taking the popular vote, as well as a landslide in the Electoral College, I think that pretty much slams the door on the establishment. Because let me tell you what I believe is going to happen. You know what? Actually, I'll save that for another video, because that's full video worthy what I was about to say. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. It's coming soon. Y'all let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. Peace and love. I'm out.